I got to that part in my book too.
Hello, everybody. welcome to Zeitgeist, the Gears of Revolution and Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition campaign. I am, of course, your dungeon master, Redbeard.
You are?
Yeah,
What?
That's what it says up there.
I don't see it. I think you're hallucinating.
I've never met this man before in my life.
Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Joining me for the first time ever, Sam playing Jack.
I'd like to thank the miracle material of asbestos for getting me an early day off today.
So that's why you had an early day. Okay.
Yeah, no, we were in this house that was built in the 60s, and I was like, we were taking samples of stuff to get it tested, and then I was like, hey, do we know if there's asbestos in this ceiling? And he was like, no, I hadn't thought of that one.
I thought I had asbestos in my last apartment when I was peeling all the paint off my door, so I ordered a test kit. No
So
asbestos.
We only had to take apart cabinets and move a couple 100 pounds of granite.
I have a fun fact about asbestos.
Anyway, Catherine's here for the first time playing Mina.
Yep.
James is here playing Ilferi.
Yar! I've been here the whole time.
I've never seen this man before.
And Carter will be playing Koku.
Fun fact, in the original television version of the Addams Family, they wanted the guy playing Gomez Addams to be able to put out cigars in his pocket, partly because they were sponsored by a cigar company, but also because it was neat. And in order to pull off that trick, he actually had asbestos-lined pockets so that he was actually putting out a lit cigar on television in his coat pocket.
Yeah. I mean, as far as uses of asbestos go, that's safer than most. It's air particles that give you cancer.
Probably the best use of asbestos is as food seasoning, though. It really adds great flavor.
Once
Good
again,
pick.
the danger is as air particles, so yeah.
I suppose if you don't chew or process your food in any
Yeah, I
way,
was gonna say,
it's
is
perfectly safe.
consuming it not give the same danger as breathing it in?
Nah, stomach, lungs, completely different. Totally different holes.
It's like the difference between smoking weed and doing edibles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
as we
so
all
it's
Still
know-
get high either way.
Yeah, so it's just an hour delay between,
Yeah.
like...
Yeah.
Yeah,
when
you
get
die an
sick.
hour later instead.
Very important distinction.
You contract your cancer an hour later, whatever. I don't know what asbestos
You
is.
don't
Anyway,
contract-
we're here to play D&D.
If you'd like to track your cancer, you could use our sponsor.
Oh, no,
Cancer
you get
Tracker.
you got
Don't have
mesothelioma.
that.
Oh
Right?
my gosh.
Is that
Just
what
use the
those
code
commercials are about?
Mesoforte at checkout.
No, we
Uh,
don't have that code.
Alternate fun fact: I'm drinking Dream flavored Coca-Cola. So
How are
that
you?
looks
How's
like-
that one?
Dream?
It's beef cube flavored. That's what it looks like. It's beef cubes.
What?
All I saw was a fucking cube. It looks like beef color. Yeah, that's beef cubes.
It's red. Hey James. So Coca-Cola is a brand of soft drink.
If one
uh,
must
no, it-
explain Coca-Cola, they must first invent the universe.
It tastes like artificial pineapple. If you like pineapple soda, go for it. If you don't like pineapple soda, this will not convert you.
Fair.
I
Still
happen
not
to like
an ad.
pineapple soda, so I'm good with it. But yeah, if you don't like pineapple soda, I wouldn't go for this. Darby took one sip and her face was hilarious.
Use code KrakenCoke at checkout.
Don't use
To
that.
get to pay an extra 10%.
Check out where.
I don't know. Don't
anyway.
we have a store where you can like buy playmats and a
Oh, yeah,
mug?
we do have that store.
Look, if you want to go
we don't
into
sell
any
Coca-Cola
store,
there.
any
You can
store in
put
the
Coca-Cola
US,
in the mug?
Buy it-
Question mark?
buy a
So
Coke,
is there like
buy a dream flavored
there we
Coca-Cola, use the code Kraken at checkout, and then pay them an extra 10%. I don't think that they will argue with you too hard.
Merch.streamelements.com/KrakenQuake.
Just walk into stores, shout Kraken, and then overpay for all of your products by 10%.
Walk in, scream, release the Kraken, and steal them all.
We'll be sure to send
It'll be one
our
of those
agents
nights
out to
tonight.
those stores to collect your 10% extra. That is just like a donation to us.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
It's always one of those nights. Who are you kidding?
Look, we got merch. We got a snapback. We got a packable jacket, a beanie. Look at that tank top.
Can someone
What
who
about
knows
my-
hats tell me what is the difference between a snapback and a ball cap?
See, this one's flat
brim.
and this one's rounded.
Yeah, it's the brim. The snapback has a completely flat brim,
Also,
and
the
the baseball cap
snapback
is curved.
has a snap. On
Gotcha.
the
Yeah.
back.
Also, the ball cap is just one piece, whereas the snapback has the snappy.
On the back.
I've seen ball caps that have snapbacks though.
Then those were snapbacks.
What? No, I'm confused too. I'm sorry, Carter. I thought I had it clear.
I actually really do like this extra large gaming mouse pad. That's what I use here at home.
And now you understand why I'm confused by these.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hats.
weren't we gonna play some D&D?
Meh.
I mean, we could. I do have a druid, like, he's
I-
You have a
around.
druid ready to go.
I
Yeah.
think we're gonna play hats and haberdasheries.
Let's see. The closest hat that I can find is this one.
Yeah!
It's so tiny.
With bedazzled I love Jesus.
See, this is well, I don't know. Is it a snapback if it has a strap on the back?
No, it's a strap back.
Yeah.
It's a strap on.
Yes, that's correct. Google it.
It's also not just a bedazzled I Heart Jesus. It's also denim.
Yeah. I see all of
As
that.
it should be.
This is the closest I have to a
what
hat.
thrift store did Amanda find that in?
Who knows? It's 100% cotton and made in China. It still has
Sure.
the plasticky. Ooh.
Hey guys, I googled it, and these don't look like hats.
No, you can totally wear it on a head.
I mean, I guess
Okay.
you could. You'd be like Jim Rash on that episode of Reno 911.
All right, everyone, get your headgear on. Come on, we agreed to this already.
Oh, I've also got.
Yeah, we're now playing Unfinity. Everyone wear your hats.
This is Gold Room props.
I'm not wearing that one.
I don't.
Anything will do, Sam. I don't own a hat. I put this fucking belt on my head.
You don't see
I-
any of your hats within.
I genuinely have a hat that fits me.
I'm just waiting to see what Catherine comes back with.
I
So
have
she's
a,
gonna come back with her mushroom witch hat, right?
I have a Sun
No, I
King
think she's gonna come back
Brewery
and put something on my head.
cooler bag.
Oh, now you look like you're in a band.
Chris, this bit kind of feels like a hat on a hat.
Oh well. I'm done with it. All right. So anyway, last time right.
We're
So our
gonna go kill some
constables have gone to the neighboring city of Bear in search of a
Neighboring?
gnome. Yeah,
Damn big
Neighboring
city.
city?
neighboring country.
neighboring country of Bear. Sorry, I was thrown off by the fact that you questioned the word neighboring, not the word.
I just feel like we went really far to get there. So, I mean, I get, yes, neighboring, but still.
Well, you teleported, so
To the
actually should have
opposite
felt
side of-
pretty close.
It is the opposite side of the continent.
Yeah.
It's still neighboring. Actually, Jack and Elferi can see Reeser from where they are at the moment.
I can see my house.
You can see your house.
He can see a tree that looks a lot like mine.
Well, Fairy can see what he decided is his house.
That's my new house over there.
No, I have a cool house. It's a pirate ship built into the mountain.
Oh yeah, there's one of those.
Oh, dope! That's my house.
How many innocent man's blood is in that pirate ship house?
It just looks like a pirate ship. It's not actually a pirate ship.
Just,
No innocent blood.
just
two
one innocent man, but 7,000 guilty corgis.
Corgis can be quite evil.
They're convicted felons. They thought Hitler did nothing wrong.
So the constables went to Bear to look for Tinker Oddcog, who was suspected to be involved with a plot by the Obscurati that caused a giant robot to burst its way out of the mountain in the middle of their city. The
Less fun than it sounds.
The Bruce of Bear, who is the leader, has tasked the party with completing 2 challenges and winning the favor of himself and his advisors to win the right while competing against their rival, Liagier, to talk to Tinker Oddcog.
I think you're underselling it. You mean mortal rival. I mean mortal enemy, not just rival.
Yeah, most people don't say rival when what they mean is villain.
Yeah. Person we hate with a passion and will kill at our first opportunity.
But not until the contest is over at the very
And
end.
who also will kill us and has.
Yeah, has killed us. Well, one of us.
Currently, Koku is off on the Liss rail construction railhead, assisting to build a railroad, which will earn them 1 point in the Bruce's favor. Ilferi and Jack are up north to Citadel Cavallo to try to convince the warlord of the region, Cavallo de Guerrero, to swear fealty to the Bruce before Liagier convinces him to attack their home country of Reeser.
We're also just having a lot of emotions.
Yeah, that is true. And Mina went to the Griento Railways railhead to talk with
It was totally my choice. Totally intended to do it from the get-go.
Yeah.
Totally 100%.
To speak to their good friend Damata Griento and see if she could talk him into, if not throwing the rail construction, to at least maybe slow down a little bit. To moderate to low success.
She at least convinced them to like get drunk for a day.
Yes. I convinced him to let all of his people get tanked. And he said he would try to pull his punches.
Yeah. So, I believe we're at the point now where we're picking up.
Oh yeah, and Ilferi dressed up as Parrot Pete, trying to convince some people that Liagier would like plants as a gift because she's really into flora of local varieties. Got kicked out of the castle, turned into a spider, and climbed back into his own room.
And then climbed into Elias' room and got caught.
I'm trying to remember why you were.
No, I did that beforehand.
People,
What?
I was trying to remember why.
Because I am planning on awakening the plant to be a spy.
Right.
And
I think it's a great idea.
That plays mariachi.
It's like one of those like dancing like robotic.
Yes.
and Koku convinced Liss and the guy whose name I definitely didn't forget, who made the robots.
Benedict Pemberton.
Benedict Pemberton, thank you. Convinced Liss and Pemberton to actually go to the railhead and, be
Do
present and inspire the workers and teach them how to properly work alongside the robots by playing off their fragile male egos.
Basically.
Hey, it worked.
All right, so I think we were just about to pick up on the second day of the contest, as I recall.
Sounds about right.
So, Carter, let's start off laying out the rules of the rail construction minigame, because this is going to be a little more abstracted.
Oh no, I have to play a board game? Oh, I mean, if you insist.
So we have here in the journal, I've copied over the rules. So you're starting at mile 128. To build a mile, you have to spend 1 material. And if you want to build an additional mile, you have to spend a morale.
Gotcha.
Each money, you get one money for every mile that you did the previous day, and you can spend 2,500 gold to acquire an additional money. If you spend extra money, you can acquire extra material the next day, but there is a cumulative chance of a mishap for each extra money that you spend.
Gotcha. Okay. For each money, there's a 5% chance of a mishap. Oh, geez. A mishap causes 1d4 material to not arrive? Man. Yeah. Oof. Okay.
Morale can be added or subtracted depending on certain events that you encounter. If your morale goes below 0, you can't build, but you can buy a morale for 2 money.
Right, sure. I spend money. I give them more money so that then they be happy.
Yeah.
Capitalism. That's actually capitalism functioning, but whatever.
When you get to mile 132, you'll have to build a bridge, which costs and earns as much of 5 miles of track.
Got it. Okay, so at standard rate of 1 per day, it will take 5 days to complete.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And that's pretty much the rules of it. You can see on the chart, you are starting with 2 more material, 2 morale, and no money.
Did they not build anything the previous day?
They spent it on the 2 material that you'll be receiving today.
Gotcha. All right, I understand. Okay.
If you want to think about that while we do some of the other stuff, we can.
Yeah, I think that's best because there's some.
Why I wanted to bring it up in the front so you could kind of plan out your strategy.
That sounds like a good plan because there's also some other rules here that I don't think we need to go over on mic, but I need to read over.
Sure. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, there is stuff about like disrupting trains. So if there's any sabotage or anything.
Oh man, I would be all over sabotaging that other train. That'd be so fun.
Thought you'd like it.
Okay.
I was.
So let's jump over to Jack and Ilfairy.
Okay.
So the previous day, you met Cavallo de Guerra. You kind of learned some of what he wants out of you. There was talk about some goblins that might be the source of a disease that's been inflicting his citizens, including his young grandson. And you got a letter from a doctor who seems to be captured by the goblins
And treating them as best he can, I guess. He thinks that if he can no longer at least pretend to help them, they'll just kill him.
Yeah.
But also, fortunately, they can't read.
Or at least they can't read when he writes flowery language.
Mm-hmm.
At least that was his hope in the way he constructed his letter. Ilfairy did try to spy on Laia, but I'm not sure how much you got out of that venture.
Well, I found out she likes smut.
Don't we all?
Certainly could be your takeaway.
No, she didn't do. She went out. She fucking shopped. She didn't do anything, and then she caught me.
You did roll really bad on yourself.
I rolled like a 3, and I still got an 18, but she rolled higher than that.
You did roll a 3.
Surprisingly, the villain of the campaign has pretty good stats.
Well, I figured maybe an 18 would. I mean, an 18 had an opportunity to pass, but I think she also rolled really high. So
Yeah, I don't think she had a plus 17, so there was at least a chance she would fail.
yeah. So she knew I was there, but like didn't do anything about it. So that's good. Because while we would get in trouble for killing her, she probably would also get in trouble for killing us. The way the rest of this competition has been stacked against us, maybe she wouldn't, but you know, we can hope.
The rules
plan
at
is-
least state she's supposed to.
Yeah. But now we have a goal in mind that doesn't involve sucking up to this guy who I guess I like him more now that he was like candid with us and not being all pretentious, but I don't like him. I don't want to give him favors.
I like him all right.
You would. Right,
More
sorry,
honest.
we're supposed to be working together.
He's more honest than the nobles back home.
Ugh, that doesn't seem like a high bar.
And yet he clears it.
But we have something we can actually do. We can go rescue a doctor. One of our doctors. It's a Rasuri doctor.
Yep, and maybe take out these goblins or deal with them some other way. So
There is a peaceful path that does not involve killing them outright. While
I
I'm
agree.
not totally opposed to the option, the stars have told me that there is a winding, arduous path that involves no bloodshed, which is probably better for Bear in the long run, but we can also kill them if we have to.
So it's Tuesday.
At least there's a path. Couldn't say that for other issues we've been in before. Well, I'd say we go at once, right? The longer we're here, the more likely he is to be killed by goblins, right?
Yep. We can get street food on the way.
Oh yeah, I want pepper omelets and berry pastries.
The beer
We'll get a
batter
salt.
bear bear is divine.
Um,
It is. Breakfast beer battered bear. Even better.
oh,
Yeah,
and
it's
let
like-
me
Kind of
swap
steak
out
and
my
eggs
spells.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, knowing that we are going to be going to potentially fight goblins, I have swapped around my spells for the day. I'm doing that right now.
Yeah.
But I did that in the morning. We're not
I've
waiting
never
around
swapped
for that.
around my spells, so I don't see a reason to start now.
Got shield, got fireball. Let's do it.
Yeah, unlike you, I have access to every spell, so I have like options. Bleh. I don't need mass cure wounds anymore. There's only 2 of us here. Amazing. I could like cast a different 5th level spell, like Awaken or Gesh. Anyways, I'll do that in my own time. I'll figure it out. Is there anything we need to do beforehand before we like head out? Also, let's make sure Laya doesn't see us leaving, so if she thinks that we're like still courting or whatever, doing court stuff.
I mean, nothing I can think of, and I have a feeling she'll know either way.
She's the worst. Ooh, so I was able to enable the additional druid spells thing from Tasha's whatever. Cone of Cold, 5th level spell. I'm preparing that. That's gonna be fun. And it doesn't take concentration.
And it's super effective against Bender.
All right, so we don't really have any preparations we need to take care of ahead of time. Should we at least let someone know that we're going to fight the goblins? God, I need
Sure.
to be better about being in character voice, but actually, we should get some soldiers to help us out. Maybe.
I think it might be better if we just go ourselves.
I was imagining like 2 soldiers in particular. One for each player character.
That could be good.
Well, we could talk to the we can talk to the Bruce, see if he'll lend us some aid. Something small so we can go investigate without it just being us, since this is still a barren conflict. Or actually maybe there's someone that's like, maybe we could talk to those sailors. They seem to be more head of military.
Yeah, but they want favors.
The favor is that we're trying to stop a disease from plaguing their city. How could they want more?
They usually do.
Ugh. These people suck.
Welcome to the world.
It's much easier to deal with pirates. You just
I
say
agree.
what you want and you fight if they don't give it to you.
I agree. Murdering the innocent is much easier.
We didn't murder people. Not in cold blood.
Unless you were good pirates.
I mean, also I didn't get a choice. I was kidnapped, in case you forgot. But it's fine. They're just easier to deal with. They're simpler.
Ain't no argument here.
Spells. Alright, so who should we talk to? That is out of character. Who should we talk to if we do want
We
to?
should probably just go talk to the warlord himself.
Oh, he is a warlord, right? I was thinking he was like more of a political head, not like a. Yeah, no, he would be the head of his own army then.
Yeah, he oversees this town, and this is the main gateway or defensive line between here and Reeser, if there ever were.
Yeah, we'll go petition Warlord Caballo.
It's kind of the seat of the Navy. All right, cool. It's pretty early morning. You catch him as he's like, just coming back from a morning workout. He's got the Goliath woman that you met before, Alonsa, alongside him.
Warlord Caballo, I trust your morning constitutional was invigorating.
Pretty feeling ready for the day.
Good. We're going to go see about your goblin problem, see if we can help out this doctor that's over there. We were wondering if we could borrow a couple of your men just to watch our backs while we're up there. You know, show the flag, remind them who's the boss around here.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm bad at those.
Like barely better.
Okay, I'm going to use my inspiration because that's a 5. Oh, that's a nat 20. Good job, inspiration.
For a total of what, 18?
19.
Oh, okay, cool.
I suppose it makes some sense to send some guards along with you.
You have our thanks.
There will be 4 Cantabria guards going with you. How shall I share their stats?
It's pretty hard to get a -2 in this game.
Well, we rolled stats, so I figured it was possible.
That's true.
Can I? Wait, this be. No, get. I don't know. I'll let you know, or I'll probably just play them out.
Okay.
Okay. Our intention was that so that the other 2 would have something to do.
Yeah, we could even just be like 2 of your best soldiers instead of
Yeah.
4 just
Well, I
regular
asked for a
guards.
couple.
Just combats take 2-minute combats take 2 hours, and 2-hour like walks take 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, frankly, I don't want to play the game where a 2-hour walk happens in real time.
Fair.
If I wanted that, I'd go hiking with my mom.
It's just a walking simulator, right?
I mean, she did just hike across the Alps, which, to be fair, does sound nice.
No, it doesn't. The scenery sounds beautiful. Walking that
Yeah, but
does
she
not
got to
sound
eat
nice.
so much cheese that she complained about it.
Sure.
Oh, so any amount of cheese. I see.
Hiking is we're not going to address the lizard person in the room. Hiking is fine. I enjoy a good hike, but I don't want to like sit around a table and say, "All right, my character hikes."
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah.
No, I
I'll
get
play
it.
that game. Let's do it. I hike.
Roll a d20. You see a tree.
Wow.
Is it a particularly interesting tree? Nah.
All right. So you guys know where you're going.
Yeah, we were given like coordinates almost, or
Yeah.
very close to.
Probably.
48 kilometers from Citadel Caballo compass, heading 317 degrees. He lacks a sextant to provide more accurate coordinates, but I have one. But
How
I'm
are
not
your
there, so I
navigation
can't.
skills?
They are so good. That is literally my background.
Yeah, but isn't your background navigation on water?
It's Sailor Navigator, but like I also have proficiency with navigation tools, and I made my own star map like literally a couple days ago, and I've calibrated my sextant and my what's it fucking called? The I forgot what it's called. Navigators. Well, no, it was it's something more fancy, okay?
Navigator's compass.
Shut up!
What?
Astrolabe.
Oh.
Super compass.
Yeah, exactly. My fucking space compass, alright?
That's not what that means.
I don't care. Yes, I'm great at it.
When Elfari uses that sextant, does he cry?
Every time.
Good
And
answer.
the ground is just like water, but slower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so good at it.
Exactly.
But I
Water,
can
but
roll a
slower.
check if you'd like me to.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's see how you do with this bad boy.
Let's see.
Why are you crying?
It's
The
been
stars
so
are
long.
So beautiful.
Okay, so my background says specifically, even at sea, I always know which way north is, which implies that when I'm not at sea, I definitely know where north is.
Mm-hmm.
So like advantage or something? I don't know.
I mean, I think most people can see the sun and therefore do know which way north is.
I'll give you
Fair.
advantage.
Okay. And then wisdom? Navigator tools check? I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, do a navigator's tool check. And yeah, I think wisdom would be good on that.
Okay, so let me try and do. How the fuck do I do just like a skill check with advantage and proficiency? I think I'm just gonna type roll. Let's see, I have +9 and advantage. Roll. 29.
Yeah, there's a one of those was a crit, wasn't it?
It sure was.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, you know exactly how to get to these coordinates that were given. Like you can just like picture it in your mind, like you're looking at. You got your hands on a map.
Oh yeah, I have actually in my inventory. I have a map as well.
Yeah.
I have
And-
highly detailed map of the world. It cost me like 100 gold.
And you know like exactly the direction you should be heading.
Yeah, he even talked about like an omega shaped river, and I'm like, there.
All right. So you guys head on out.
See, it's in my loot. A very detailed map of the world.
Does it say?
Oh, it's worth 50 gold pieces, not 100.
What did it say? How far it was?
Well, it's worth 50, but you paid
it-
100 for it.
48 kilometers.
okay. What's that in real distance?
48 kilometers, 2 miles.
It's like 30 miles or something.
It is 29.8 miles. Good job.
That is 30 or something.
Yeah. No, that was like really close.
I know that 5K is 3.1, and I just use
okay.
that as my conversion point.
Yeah. I was watching a video of a guy the other day who's like, I tried really hard, like, in my teens to, like, transition to knowing, like, thinking in metric. And I tried for so long to just say, like, speak in metric terms. But I was always just faking it by converting. Like, I still don't conceptualize, like, what these distances mean. It's
Yeah,
like a really interesting
It's
situation.
It's an immersion thing, right? Like if
Yeah.
if everyone around you is doing it too, you get used to it.
And he,
But
tr-
if
he
they're
said
not,
he
you
tried
won't.
like raising his kid to use metric, and then like his kid still just asks like, "How far is that in feet?" It's like, oh, Well,
Yeah, because like you're doing it at home, but
Yep.
like you can't control everyone else.
That sounds like when you learn a second language before you get proficient, you're spending all of your time translating in your head.
yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
And then at some point you hit fluency and you can just do it.
Yeah, it's
but-
when you dream in metric. That's when you know
Exactly.
you're ready to be a scientist.
All right. Let's jump over to Mina.
I'm sitting on a train.
Real quick before we go to that scene.
Okay.
What benefit do I get in the Cantabria challenge for Pemberton's robots?
Oh, yes.
You can build with no morale because robots don't need morale.
You can drink from it. It'll never spill. Um. Let's see. Where is it? Steam crew, silver stick. Says- Where? What? Let's say it somewhere else.
I've had far too much sugar today.
I'm sorry.
The steam crew can build 1 extra mile of rail per day without costing any morale.
Excellent. Okay.
Exactly.
No, I was right.
But what if you get John Henry?
There's actually a John Henry bit where it's like Koku managed to convince Pemberton in other ways, but one of the options was to like race the steam crew.
I mean, part of the way I convinced him was I fronted him the money. He still owes me. I have not forgotten. Okay. That is good to know and very good, though slightly awkward at the moment because we have no money. And we only have 2 material. So if we build 2 miles today, tomorrow we have no material.
How do you get money?
Every mile you build, you get a money.
You get money the next day. So
Yeah,
if we
I thought
build
Koku
2
had to
miles
sell
today,
herself.
if we build 2 miles today, we get 2 money tomorrow, and we can use that to we can spend that to get material for the day after. Okay, that was all. I just wanted to get that before we went on to Mina's scene, so that I can think about it.
I think you can probably acquire the money and spend it at the same time.
Oh, really?
If I'm reading this right, because each day you acquire 1 money per thing for the previous day, and then each day you can expend money. Oh, and the next day you acquire the equal amount.
Yeah.
Material.
Yeah. I think you get it. You can get it and expend it on the same day, but the material doesn't arrive until the next day.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Because it's all being shipped in from.
Yeah.
Oh, girly.
The train that got there in the evening was the previous,
Right.
the order that was made that morning for the next day's construction. So anyway,
Yeah. I'm not sure how it intends us to, because it obviously intends us to have more than 2 money, because otherwise this is literally impossible. But I'm not sure what it intends for us to do. But I'll think about it.
well, you can spend money from your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with the amount that you slashed our income, it's basically impossible. We could do that once.
I also
total.
slashed this amount.
Okay, we can still do it once. Period.
I've pretty much dropped everything by 10%, including the cost of materials here. Or by factor of 10, whatever.
If all of us were pooling our money to it, we could do it more than just once. But
I mean, y'all don't have that much money on you right now. We could
uh,
do it.
yeah, I mean we wouldn't be
maybe
able to do it
twice.
much. Yeah, I have 1,300 myself because I did drop a lot of money before this.
Anyway, was there anything you were doing, Mina, or just riding back to Renza at this point?
Oddly enough, she's reading the same smut as Laya.
That would be amazing. Like, you pan over, the scene opens on the cover of the book and pans out, and you see that Mina's reading the same book.
Wow, bonding.
Wow, she's into the worst tropes. Fuck that bitch.
Oh, I was gonna do it like a, oh no, you're becoming what you hate.
No. I'm judging what I hate.
You don't know what she's reading.
I was. Just
I sent a
thinking-
message. I can't do that, but I did. You know what? Fuck it. iCloud wrote it.
Now,
Lion
that would be
Share
funny.
reads this kind of smut.
Oh, but now you're just advertising for that smut.
It's not the author's fault that she has a bad client.
That's fair. But you're just kind of making Laya a trendsetter, is my thinking.
And it sucks.
Again, not the author's fault.
The name I'd given it last time.
It being bad would be the author's fault, but
Anyway, yeah. So was there anything else going on?
With me? No, I was on the train all night to make sure that the guys didn't catch me there. So hopefully Laya never finds out that I was here. And then I just ride the train back all the way to Renza, and then I have to catch teleportation out to the other one, and then ride the train out to meet Koku, hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm assuming everything went right for everyone else.
So yeah, actually, the train does not immediately head back. It starts out by rolling along the front of the railhead to deliver the materials.
Sure.
So you'll probably be waiting on the train most of the day at this point until it leaves in mid-afternoon.
I mean, I'm just on the train.
Cool.
I'll ride it all the way out, and I'll ride it all the way back.
Hope you
I
did
just
bring a
don't
good
want to
book.
be seen by Laya's guys.
Yeah.
I do go hunting around to see if anybody like forgot their book on the train, so that I have something to do. And then I read over the Skyseer shit again.
You find like what looks like a briefcase maybe was left behind, and you like
Okay.
flip through it, and it kind of looks like just like some businessman's papers. Like he's like an accountant for like a lumber firm. You know,
Lumber.
it's some reading material, but
Sure. I read it all and learn as much of the inner workings of his business as I can.
that could actually be relevant, though.
I know.
Like-
That's why I do it. I'm
Yeah,
an
like-
investigator, damn it.
Lumber is one of the materials that they have to ship to make this railroad. Find a way to fuck it up from the inside. From this book.
give me a perception check.
Natural one.
All right. You're too engrossed reading these lumber reports to
Sweet.
notice anything else.
That was extremely rude.
So Carter, do you have an idea what you want to do with the first day?
No.
Okay.
No, because I'm just like working out possible plans, and I'm like, well, if I spend way more money than I have,
Let's start
assuming
there.
nothing goes wrong, it's still mathematically impossible. Is where I keep ending up at. So
Things
no.
Carter will say to Kai in 20 years.
All right, we can jump back to the other crew then.
The bird and the brood. That's our
Jack's
new name.
hacking his way through the undergrowth. See, this is why I keep the machete around.
I mean, I literally have a spell for this, but do you? I'm not going to stop. You look like you're having fun. That's what I mean.
Go ahead, I got it out of my system.
Hold on. Is that on my staff, or do I have to actually cast it myself? Like, talk to these plants. That's cool.
All right. So you guys are going through kind of the outskirts of the city here. It kind of fades into like some more like villages kind of area. And you've got four tough looking orcish soldiers with you.
Cool.
A little ways out, you kind of, things are getting a bit more sparse. You see coming up on the road what looks like a village that has been like burned down. It doesn't look like, it's not currently on fire or smoldering, but it does look like it was recently scorched.
As we're getting closer to the goblins, it looks
Yeah.
scorched. Okay.
Yeah, this is like a village that you're gonna pass through on the way. To the
Oh, okay. But the village has been like ransacked. I guess we should take a look around, just see if. I guess the most important thing is like how recently did this happen?
It's always, well, it's usually worthwhile to look for survivors.
That too, yes. Look for survivors, figure out how recently it happened, and look for anything that stands out as unusual.
More or less.
All right, let's get to it.
It's going to be perception.
I was thinking investigation.
I can do that.
I would like to cast guidance on Jack before he investigates, and then I will help him.
What does that
Give
do
him
for me?
advantage. Guidance will give you a D4, and help actually gives you advantage.
Okay. First roll
By
is
the
a
way,
15.
That was one of my favorite things I saw in the 1D&D.
Oh, that it's a reaction now?
Reaction to do guidance, because that's how people tend to use it anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, they were both 15s.
Okay.
And I got a +1 from my guidance. That's 16 plus 8 from my actual skill. So it's 24.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm like good at that.
Yeah. See, people doing stuff they're good at. It feels good.
So this looks like it happened like a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
Judging by like the, how much the burnt material has kind of you know, it stopped smoldering, which can take a bit of time. The layers of, like, you know, rain that's caused, like, ash to pool and stuff like that. If there were any survivors, there probably aren't anymore. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like if somebody was trapped under a building 2 or 3 weeks ago. But
Actually, that reminds me. I meant to talk about it when we were doing our preparations. I bought 600 gold pieces of diamonds.
Of what?
Diamonds.
Diamonds.
For the Revivify spell twice. Just in case.
You bought those in town?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a preparation we were taking. We just got wrapped up in the other stuff while I was like preparing my spells.
Oh, okay, sure. That's probably feasible.
Do you know if they're blood diamonds or not?
No.
Definitely.
In this country?
One of them is. Okay, yeah. So I have 2 castings of Revivify I can do at this time, and I will deduct that from my money so I can help with the train construction even less.
Oh, wait. I just read something that's helpful.
I don't want Mexican food again.
Probably changes everything you've done so
I
far.
don't want Mexican food again.
Oh,
Did I miss?
Maybe. I'm happy to change everything I've done so far because I keep coming back to mathematically impossible.
I think I made a typo on the
Okay.
chart.
Man.
Or wait,
Man.
you have 2 money.
Oh, that does change everything.
I don't know how that got lost when I was making this. Starting
okay.
mile, money, material. I didn't make a starting money row.
oh, you only have spent money.
Yes, I see it now. Okay.
Let me fix that.
I was okay, yes, and I was misreading the chart because I was reading spent money as starting money.
In fact, spent money would also be 2 because there's 2 materials, but that's not super relevant.
Well, spent money is for the amount of money that we've spent on this day, which we haven't spent any today yet.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Though you're correct that it will be 2.
Yeah. Spend that money to make money.
Yeah, I mean, I might as well go ahead and spend the money now because we're going to need the 2 material tomorrow. Okay.
So let me make sure. List starts with 2 money, 2 material, and 2 morale. 2 tiny. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Let me see how that changes things.
Oh, but
Sorry.
starting mile would be 0, right?
Oh, yes.
I think that's where the confusion was.
Yeah, okay.
We are both technically starting at 0 right now.
Okay, so let's just swap those. Starting mile. Starting money.
Carter, is it mathematically possible now?
Probably not, but let me see.
Okay.
And there are other events that can provide bonuses.
Yeah, but there are definitely also events that provide penalties. Because again, this was assuming nothing goes wrong.
Yeah.
All
right. Anyway, where were we?
We are searching for stuff.
You also find among the debris, there are
There's foreskins out here?
Thank you. I went there too.
I'm just not gonna touch that.
Debris. The
Yeah.
A bris is...
Okay, gotcha.
And you said,
Debris. There, it seems like if there were any, like, citizens of the area, corpses, they were taken away, because you don't really find any of those. There are a few, though not many, goblin corpses laid out, in various
I think
places.
it's my base for Goblin Corpse.
And one or two large carapaces.
Can I try to identify what those used to be?
Sure.
Okay. That's probably something I'm good
It's
at.
the Baron... Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that sounds like a nature check to me.
Whoa. I am passable at that, because I am stupid, but I am proficient. Here go. I'm gonna Sky Seer Vision this. Search the stars. Shoot. No. God damn it. Okay. Oh! I also forgot to roll a D2. 1 second.
Oh, for your star
For Wheel or Woe.
Wheeler, whoa. Yeah, whoa.
I think I did. Which is fine. Like, neither of them are bad. They're just used differently.
Remind us again what that means.
Yes. So when I finish a long rest, I roll a die. Until I finish my next long rest, I gain a special reaction based on what I rolled. On an even, which is not what I rolled, whenever a creature I see within 30 feet is about to make an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check, I can use my reaction to add a d6 to the number. Woe, which is what I did get because I rolled odd, whenever a creature I see within 30 feet of me is about to make an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check, I can use my reaction to roll a d6 and subtract it from the number rolled.
Neat. So it's like a multiply less curse.
Yes, and I can do it 4 times per long rest.
Oh, wow. That's pretty neat.
Let me just double check. Yeah, until I finish my long rest, I gain access to that reaction. Number of times equal to my proficiency bonus regained on long rest.
All right. Nice.
Okay. But the thing I'm actually doing is a Skyseer Blessing, which gives me an extra roll, basically. So here goes. I don't like that one. So I'm going to roll again. 17.
Okay. Appears to be an ant.
An et?
An ant.
Oh, an ant.
Yes.
Oh.
But it is much larger than other ants that you are familiar with.
This is the king ant. They're not seen very commonly.
Well, they got big everything else down here. I guess it makes sense they have big ants.
Yeah. And is that in the river?
No.
Okay.
It's just like there's some burned timbers that fell on top of it.
It's a big ant, and it doesn't look like it was deliberately placed here. It was just it died here. I can't speak with dead. I can speak with animals, but it's a dead animal, so it takes a little bit extra. Well, it's unusual, but I guess we should keep an eye out for giant ants now.
Yep.
Is there any other, anything else I can gather from it being here in particular? Does it look like it's surrounded by goblins or people? Well, I guess there's no people
There's no
corpses.
people.
There's only goblins. So, are there goblins nearby that it looks like it may be killed?
You have to like kind of lift off some of the debris. So give me an acrobat or an athletics check.
Okay.
Can I help?
Sure. You can combine them if you want.
I got a 24 because advantage with help, or we can take his roll, whatever you want to do.
No, yours is better.
Yeah. Well, I did the help act, or I accepted the help action to give me advantage, but even without help, I had a 23.
Okay. Yeah. You kind of shove off the debris, and you can see like the kind of the tail end of it was sticking out, or the
Thorax.
thorax end is sticking out. And once you clear away the debris, you can kind of see like there was a makeshift like saddle rigged on top of this thing, and there's a goblin that looks like it was like is crushed further down.
It's worse than I thought. They actually control these ants and ride them like mounts. So awesome.
Yeah. Guess we get to see something new today.
One of the orcs that you guys came with kind of catches up with you. It's like, oh yeah, I heard rumors about that. Didn't really believe it.
Anybody want to find out what giant ant tastes like?
They shrug. Huh? I've had
Mechanically,
worse on the road.
are
Same.
giant ants animals or beasts rather?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not going to be able to do much about them other than kill them if we get in that situation. But again, we're trying to avoid that as best as we can.
I would say that this ant looks rather monstrous.
Monstrous
Anyway.
beast. Got it.
So, looking at the travel rules, it looks like you'd be able to get 30 miles in an 8-hour day of fast marching.
All right.
Which gets us there, right?
Yeah.
It was
If you
like
left in the
exactly
morning.
30. Yeah.
I have to step away for 1 sec. I'll be right
Like
back.
you would probably get there like 6 p.m. since you had to stop and do some stuff in town.
Yeah, I mean, we did that stuff like first thing. We grabbed breakfast, we grabbed a couple things, and we headed out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'd be us heading out at 10 in the morning. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, so here we are at Goblin Land.
Yeah. As you approach, like you know exactly where you're going. And are you planning on marching all the way right up there tonight, or are we gonna kind of camp out nearby?
I think we should camp and do it in the morning.
Not to say you can't,
I mean,
scout out.
it's
get a
still
little
like
closer, but
daytime out.
it's like the sun is starting to set. It's the summer,
Mm.
but you've got a few hours of daylight maybe. But
We need to find out if that doctor is still alive and what his
you can
status is.
see the kind of like horseshoe shaped ridge
Mhm.
that the doctor mentioned in his letter on the horizon. So you are pretty close.
Oh, the confluence of insectile traffic should act as sufficient guidance to locate the omega-shaped valley they control. I totally missed that line. Insectile traffic.
And now that
Alright.
you remembered it, you see that there is like some weird looking footprints on the trail here.
Ah. Okay. Do I have a spyglass? Because I totally should. But they're 1,000 gold. So I probably don't.
One of the orcs is looking through a spyglass.
Give me that.
Oh, I think I saw something.
What did you see?
He points.
I mean, I have good eyes.
Well,
I do, but are they that good?
what?
He points. What
Oh
is he
yeah,
pointing
I
at?
thought you were gonna use the spyglass.
Oh no, I don't actually take a spyglass from him. Not like, I'm not that mean. He points. Does he hand me the spyglass? Because
Yeah.
I'll take a look. Okay.
Give me a perception.
Over there, you being a bird, I assume you can see very far.
I mean, I do have great eyes. It's part of my race, but perception
Your
check.
bird eyes see.
Telescoping eyes, they just like.
I have an 18 total.
That would be you, Koku.
They only go out a little bit.
Does the spyglass give like a perception bonus or anything?
I don't know. Probably not. It should do something for 1,000 gold.
I
Well,
would think
actually, you would at least have perception or advantage because he did point to where the thing
Oh,
is that he's
Cool. Let me.
yeah, it's like I don't know what it does in the book, but I would imagine it should at least give advantage on seeing something that's far away.
Yeah.
25.
Okay. Cool. You see what looks like a patrol of There's looks like 8 goblins riding on what look like large beetles, and 2 other large insects. What's an ant cake?
Okay.
they're like
they're
big mean
they're a
centipedes.
D&D ant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're giant monster ant-like things,
Okay.
basically.
So yeah, there are 8 goblins on beetle-like things, and then 2 large ants with them.
Yeah. Don't want to start a fight up here.
Well, yeah. We definitely weren't planning on starting a fight. Well, anyways. I want to use the spyglass to see if I can find the doctor, maybe in a cage. Although I think he said he was in a cave.
Yeah, the
me check.
description for spyglass just said objects
like a cross-
viewed through spyglass are magnified to twice their size.
Yeah.
It's like a cross between an ant and a mantis, is an okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And huge.
And big. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
large, I guess.
oh,
I
yeah,
think
they are
is their
large
actual
size.
technical size class.
You do
Actually,
not see
yeah.
any sign of a doctor.
Okay. Or anyone non-goblinoid.
You can see, like, especially if it's getting on towards evening, you can see, like, some lit up, like, cave mouths dotted along the curved mountain range here.
So, see what? I'm sorry.
You see what looks like illuminated cave mouths
Mm-hmm. Ant
dotted
hills.
dotted around the mountain here.
Giant ant hills. Scary. Well, our doctor's not outside. He might be somewhere in there.
That's my guess.
We have the option, possibly, of just trying to sneak in and save him, but I don't think that solves the, like, illness problem.
I think we need to go in up front, make our intentions clear, treat with them.
Should we intimidate them or should we try and be more peaceful? I don't think they'd. Honestly, I don't know. They're goblins. I don't know.
Can I roll something to see if I know what goblins would respect more?
Respect more
between like intimidating the shit out of them
or
and being
respectful treating.
Yeah. What would this be?
If you're playing
history?
Pathfinder, I totally know. But
Right? It's like there are a couple old skills that I could think of.
it would be knowledge local
Knowledge,
for sure.
Yeah.
Insight or
it would be insight if he was like observing them.
Mm-hmm.
But
have you treated with them before? Would it be history?
Yeah, that's kind of what my first thought was.
Okay.
I feel like it would be intelligence, and yeah, you can play history if that helps. Since you
intelligence and proficiency if you've dealt with goblins
14.
Before.
Unless somebody wants to give me guidance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, always.
15.
Yes.
Yeah, so you don't know much about these goblins in particular, and the goblins of Bear kind of vary from tribe to tribe, so it's hard to know exactly what would work best with them, with these in particular.
I mean, here's the deal. We can go in with respect, and then if that's not working, turn on the intimidation. Easier to go that way than intimidation to respect.
I suppose. Okay. I can prepare for that tomorrow if we're not going to go in. Although I really want to make sure that Doctor's okay. I don't see a way that I could... Hold on. Did that guy leave a name? He did. One second. Maybe. I didn't prepare it. Fuck. I don't have Animal Messenger right now. Because I could totally send a little animal in. They probably wouldn't suspect anything. Well, they'd probably suspect something weird, but maybe it would get to him. But I don't have it prepared, so I cannot. Well, let's keep an eye on them for a bit. Maybe they all go to sleep at some point. That'd be very convenient, but not likely.
All right. Well, I think we're going to take our break here. And when we come back, we'll have a decision. Probably.
Cool.
I think right now we're just watching, but yeah.
Cool. All right. We will be right back. Hey, we're back.
Whoa.
Amazing how technology works. So, Koku, you done crunching those numbers?
Yes, and it's still mathematically impossible, but at least it's now... But it is now... I don't have to do weird things to make it at least function, so we're gonna go with it.
Cool.
Oh, sorry. When we get back to Arsene, I can ask. My bad.
Arsene.
So,
Arsenic.
in terms of...
I heard arson. When we get back to arson, I can ask.
No, Mina left the railhead. She might have to go back at some point, but we'll deal with that later. So in terms of like the actions on the chart,
Yes. For today in particular.
And basically, default state moving forward is going to be spend 2 money to ask for 2 more material, which does produce a 5% chance of us getting extremely screwed, but I don't know what else we're supposed to do. So, default state, spend 2 money to acquire 2 material tomorrow, build 2 miles, because that costs 0 morale.
All right. Cool.
And that is the amount of material that we have. In terms, moving away from this chart, in terms of actions being taken by characters, I'm going to basically break the, because there are 3 shifts at the railhead, and this is information that was in the thing. There are 3 shifts in the railhead. One that's and there's one that's resting. I think one is laying bed and the other one's laying track. Yeah. That's not important. There's one that's resting, and they are in 4-hour blocks. So in each 4-hour block, I'm going to basically divide the group that's resting into 2. One of the resting groups, I'm going to have Pemberton train for 2 hours on working alongside the robots. The other resting group is, I'm going to have Pemberton, or sorry, not Pemberton. I'm going to have Liss basically, go around, shake hands, kiss babies, that sort of thing. Obviously, there are no babies here. I hope there are no babies here.
Just a baby with a little hammer.
Ding, ding, ding.
No child labor laws means we can work.
To be fair,
that baby has a hard hat.
I have one of those now. Babies do love hammers.
Yes,
it's true. You should never have removed them from the workforce. They yearn for the mines.
It's true. Minecraft is evidence. So, but I'm going to have him go around, make his presence felt in a positive way, and then after 2 hours, swap them, so that everyone in one day we're going to get everyone trained on the robots, and we're going to make sure everyone gets some face time with Liss.
Yeah, this it definitely gets people talking. At first when you arrive with Liss, and start unpacking these big heavy boxes, everybody's very nervous, they're wondering if they're going to be losing their jobs. Is Liss here to just fire everybody? These robots are just going to replace us. And your work, but they basically view you as the thing that's controlling all the other robots. You're the smart one and they're the dumb ones that follow you.
Great. I do nothing to dissuade them of this, because that's perfectly fine.
And it's hard to separate them in their you are part of the new arrival of these machines.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
But once they see that Liss is here to be present, and that they'll be working alongside these, and they're still going to be getting paid for the same amount and getting more work done, they definitely come around to it.
And how many babies does Liz kiss?
Um.
I'll roll a die for it if you'd like.
Oh yeah. Would you please?
Okay.
Can you roll a D0?
I'm gonna roll a D100. 89 babies.
Roll 1d0. I rolled a 0.
Ah, damn, nice roll.
What are the odds?
With a baby.
I literally couldn't tell you.
You're welcome.
It's too many babies.
62 babies. Final offer.
We'll just skip to the inevitable joke. 400 babies, yeah, maybe. All right.
400 babies.
100 babies.
How many internet jokes? If you caught them all, you win.
All right. By the end of the day, by the end of the day, you have placed 2 miles of track. You have spent 2 money. You've spent 2 material.
Yep.
And you acquired a morale.
Hooray!
Can we turn morale
And
into
then
resources?
I guess we can go ahead and roll for the material now.
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially roll a d20, don't roll a 1.
It is not a 1.
Excellent.
So you will acquire your 2 money.
2 material.
Or yes. Well,
Both.
your two material will arrive tomorrow, and then your 2 money will be available as well tomorrow.
Excellent. At the end of the day, while we still have Pemberton here, because he only agreed to stay for a couple of days, to make sure that everything was running smoothly with the robots. So while we still have him here, because he said he was capable of giving rousing speeches, I do want to, after everyone is done working for the day, have him and Liz and me on stage. There's not a literal stage, but you know what I mean. To give a rousing speech to the workers, to everyone all at once, just so that there's visibility and there's connectivity for all of the workers between Pemberton, Liz, and the robots, and getting stuff done.
Right. So Pemberton, it makes sense for Liz to go up first. He basically is like, we're gonna pull in this new muscle. We're trying something new here, but what is it we're doing here if not innovation by connecting these great cities of our land? And the great machines brought to us here by Benedict Pemberton will allow us to crush the competition and those fools over at Griento Railways. We're not just gonna meet them halfway, we're gonna go past halfway, and we're gonna claim that bonus for everybody. And there's like a big rousing cheer. Everybody's like really amped up.
Hooray!
Pemberton steps up and he kind of jumps on the wave that Liz started, and it's like, we are on the very peak of innovation here. This is something that's never been done before, not even in those in other countries like Reeser or Dinar, Dracker. They don't have what we have here today. This is truly cutting edge. And everybody cheers and starts like doing like the barren equivalent of like the USA kind of shit.
Bear, air. Burr. Wait, no, not that one.
And then it's your turn.
Okay. Koku is going to step up. Your opportunity here is immeasurable, and your dedication to it is immense. I have been to Reeser. I have been to Drakkar and Dinar. I have been on trains in each of them. And never have I seen a crew as dedicated to this work. Never have I seen a crew who knew, who understood the importance and the power of this work. Never have I seen a crew whose names would live on into history and ring across the land like this one. This is a monumental undertaking, and you will be the heroes whose names are told in stories and songs by the people of the railway by the people of the railway towns for generations to come. I'm going to use my inspiration. I went ahead and rolled 2 dice because I knew I was going to use my inspiration on this.
All right.
I know that the way we use inspiration, there's no actual reason not to roll first, but it felt like a point to use inspiration.
Sure.
And where are my skills? There they are.
If
So
not to inspire others, what's the point of inspiration if not to inspire others, you know?
right,
Yeah.
that's a 26.
They
19
just,
on the
like,
die plus 7.
They are
Bless you.
going wild. They're standing, clapping, cheering, chanting. They are amped up, ready to go.
Okay. On my way off the center of stage, I'm going to pass it back to certain to dismiss them, and on my way back, I'm going to say to him quietly, "We've got the start. If we can hold this momentum, you'll have all the money you need." And then I'm going to pat him on the shoulder and send him up to dismiss the crowd.
I think I'm starting to believe you. And he just kind of closes it out. We're going to have a great day tomorrow. Go get some sleep. Dismisses everyone.
Bring your A game.
So Mina,
Yep.
your train has arrived
Yay!
back in Renza. Once again, there is a teleportation circle here that could take you
Yep.
anywhere you want to go.
I want to try to get yeah, I still think the best use of my time is to try to regroup with Koku. So I will head over to whatever that starting city is and get out to the railhead over there.
All right.
Rayo Prodesco.
Right.
Yep. So
Mia just fucks off to Vindrice.
Let's go on vacation.
Drink umbrella drinks and read a book while I wait for y'all to figure that shit out.
Actually, has our boat made it to Agatsura yet?
Let me check my notes.
No, I believe it was going to take several days. It's only been one.
Yeah, I wrote that it arrives on the 6th.
Okay.
And today's the 4th.
Okay. Yeah, I just couldn't remember.
Yeah, so you catch the teleportation circle over to Rio Perdescro. Once again, this is like a very mercantile city. Lots of, bustling industry and trade happening. The train for the railhead will leave at noon tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm not sure if there's anything else you want to do in the meantime, or just find a room and.
I'm gonna find a club or an equivalent, a bar, something rowdy, spend some time gambling and drinking, and then I will leave in the morning because there's literally nothing else I can do.
Okay. What kind of gambling are you looking for?
Cards if I can find them, dice if I can't.
Yeah, there'd be some card games here. Why don't you roll me a do you have a skill or tool?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I don't think. I mean, I can double check, but I really don't think so.
Then just roll me a charisma check.
Could be worse. If it's straight charisma, it's a straight 10. Middle of the road.
Okay. You break even for the night. You win some hands, you lose some hands, but come back with the same amount you went in.
Cool.
All right, and then Jack and O'Ferry, are you guys camping out, or are you gonna try to sneak under the cover of night?
We are camping.
Yeah, I want to monitor them to see what's going on, but we are probably camping.
Okay.
And now that we're back on our scene. So in my spell preparation, it was actually a mistake, but it worked in our favor. I did leave locate object prepared. So can I do locate object on like a medicine kit or like something a doctor would have on them? I obviously can't do it on a doctor because that's locate person or something like that. I don't have that, but maybe I can locate a thing that he would have on himself to like get a direction.
I don't know the specific. Let me look at the spell real quick.
Sure, I can pop it into the chat real fast.
Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the object's location as long as it's within 1,000 feet. The spell can locate a specific object as long as you have seen it up close. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind. 1,000 feet. I don't know that you guys are within 1,000 feet of the mountain.
Oh, okay. It felt like we were kind of close. I wasn't sure.
1,000 feet isn't that far unless I'm...
It's a third of a mile?
Not even. A
No.
mile is 5,280.
Oh.
Thank you. Remember the Titans.
Alright. So less than a fifth of a mile. So, okay.
I was just thinking it's like if a football field is 100 yards, that's 300 feet.
3 football fields.
3 of that
And a bit.
in a bit.
Well, I'll
I
cast it
remember-
anyways, just to see if there's, like, maybe he's underground beneath us in
Okay.
one of the cave systems.
Sure.
I'm literally doing nothing because we're about to take a rest, so I'll get the spell back.
Okay. Yeah, you do not detect any medical kits aside from any you might have on your person. One of the
Which I-
orcs actually has one on his person.
Oh, shoot. Well, then it detects his instead of anything else.
Oh.
It detects the first one.
Oh. Then yeah, that definitely happens.
Then I try to, like... Okay, are any of them wearing glasses?
What? No.
Are any of our guards wearing
Oh,
glasses?
no.
Okay, maybe this doctor wears glasses. Like, I spend all of my spell slots trying to detect things that this doctor might have on them.
Okay.
Before I
A
go to
pocket watch.
You do not detect glasses.
Earrings.
bed. Okay. Stethoscope. Do those exist? You know, scalpel.
You do not detect a scalpel.
Uh,
How many casts of this do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Second, third, fourth, and fifth level spell slots.
You know he has supplies to write a letter.
We could do this all night.
Yeah, ink and parchment.
You do not detect any ink or parchment.
Okay.
Those count
That's
as
two.
different ones.
Cage. Near cage.
Nope, you do not detect a cage within 1,000 feet.
Okay. So the cave system likely does not go underneath where we are. I think that's a safe assumption. I'll just do like bug carapace real quick.
Okay.
So it'll have to be on a dead bug, but
You could detect out in a field a ways that way. There's a bug carapace.
okay. But it's not down, it's out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think it's safe to assume the cave system does not go underneath where we are. The doctor is not there. So the doctor is over there, somewhere in those caves. I really wish I had more specifics on what he had on himself. Compass doesn't work. Medicine kit obviously doesn't work. Who are you even trained in medicine?
Always good to bring one out on an adventure, mission.
Trip,
Hold on. Do I have
patrol.
those? No, of course not. I have healing magic. Okay. Fine. No. Okay, so let's monitor what these goblins are doing. Let's see if they, like, maybe miraculously all go to sleep at the same time and don't leave a night watch.
Okay.
Does that happen?
Oh, sorry. What are you doing?
Watching the
Exactly.
goblins and seeing if maybe,
Oh, with the spyglass.
yeah, and just seeing, like, is there a point where they just not like shift change, but like if they're all just gone for like an extended period of time.
So that patrol that you saw earlier was heading towards the mountain. And you watched them go into a cave entrance. And you do not see anyone come out.
There's a possibility they've gone to sleep, but that leaves us as a more violent solution. Like, we would just be ambushing them. I'll leave it up to you, Jack. What do you want to do? I did just burn like 6 spell slots trying to find this
Sorry, I was
doctor.
dozing off. What are the options?
The goblins are in the cave. There is no patrol. We can go in and ambush them.
I still think we're better off going about this peacefully.
Okay, I'm just
No idea.
pointing
how
out what
many
I'm seeing right now. Bringing
There's
up.
no telling how many of them are out in these hills. We don't want to get surrounded and butchered.
Okay, well,
They've been able to take out some of the outskirting villages, so they do have a good amount of numbers. One of the orcs
Precisely.
says. And those thugs don't look very friendly, another one says.
Agreed.
they're not even animals, so I can't talk to them. Or make friends with them. Do we have the stats for those guards by chance?
I was trying to find it. What did you want to know?
What's their AC?
Oh. 16. They've got chainmail.
Okay, never mind. I have barkskin on this staff, and it is totally pointless.
Oh yeah.
Barkskin sucks.
That was another thing I liked from the one D&D.
Yeah, it's temporary hit points instead. Although
Every-
that overlaps with heroism.
Every round you get well,
Yeah,
sure.
because
Is
that's
heroism-
exactly what heroism does.
Is heroism
I mean-
a druid spell?
It's bard, wizard. It's everyone except for druid, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and like, there's always going to be some amount of overlap on defensive spells. There are only so many defensive levers.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's a flat number of 10 hit points. Whereas Barkskin is you roll each turn.
Anyways,
And heroism might also be different in 1D&D. We haven't seen it yet.
true. Okay.
But yes, Barkskin is usually not.
It's on my staff, anyways. It's not a huge deal.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't feel like going in, sneaking around, trying to find the doctor. I will die. Like, doing it to sneak on, like, a person is one thing. Going in to sneak in.
He's learning.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm going in. Fuck you.
Love it.
Okay. I guess we rest.
Cool. Everybody takes a long rest.
Hooray. I don't think I spent any resources yesterday.
I did spend 6 spell slots trying to locate things.
Did literally nothing. Except
I did
ride
stuff.
a train.
Oh, it does let me re-roll the even odd. So 1d2. It's still. Whoa.
Did you keep the briefcase, Mina?
No, I read everything in it, took some notes because I have pen and paper, and then turned it in at the station.
Oh, isn't that nice?
I don't hate this guy.
Yeah, I didn't insinuate that you would.
No, but keeping it means I'm a shitty person. I'm not a shitty person.
All
I'm
right.
bad at being a person, but I'm not mean. Okay, let me swap around a couple more spells because I definitely forgot I had locate object, and that's not going to be. I have determined not that useful. Maybe something that helps with like befriending goblins.
Do you have locate?
It's not illegal to what?
Do you have locate doctor?
No,
Oh,
I have locate plant.
Chris, is the doctor? Did the handwriting look like a plant?
Is this Dr. Shrubbles? MD?
It did not look like Shrubbles' very distinctive handwriting.
I mean, that's a good point. Shrubbles has fantastic handwriting,
Yeah,
so
like,
I don't think
everything
he
is
can
like
be.
calligraphy.
I don't think he can be a doctor. I don't think that's allowed.
Shrubbles has like very mechanical handwriting. It is extremely precise, but there's not much character.
Yeah, that's definitely not a doctor.
Yeah, you can. I mean, the fact that you can even read the handwriting is kind of. Wait, is this guy even a doctor?
Yeah.
Hey, wait a
Dude, you have
minute.
no idea how true that is.
Minute. This is a goblin pretending to be a doctor.
Like, when I worked in my mom's office, I would like walk out and see
Oh,
something
yeah.
drew on like her little whiteboard, and it would just be like, it looked like Hebrew. Like it would just be like random lines.
Okay, it's not illegal to charm goblins, right?
Goblins are the second most common people in Bear.
Yeah, but these are like bad ones that don't. I mean, like they're not even following the laws, so like I don't have to follow the laws.
Hey guys,
It's not
Is
torture if they sold me weed.
is it illegal if I murder a criminal?
I don't know,
I mean-
Batman.
That depends. Are you in red state or blue state?
Criminal. I would have said a different crime, but I want to keep things okay.
Lighthearted.
Ish.
Hold on, where to go? I want the thing that lets me charm monsters. The
Remember,
spell,
kids.
charm monster.
Remember, kids, it's only a war crime if you're at war.
True.
So the trains
It's only a war crime if you lose.
unload their supplies as you build through the day, depart and head back to the home city to reload at night. So there's at least 2 different trains going.
Yeah, that was the impression I got as well.
Yeah, I'm just following the logic. So like train A goes along with the railhead, while train B is traveling from home city to staging city.
So that they can pass at staging city.
And then at the evening, the train A departs back to staging city, while train B.
I thought you said there was only one railroad, so they would
Yes.
like meet and then swap goods and then go backwards, right?
No. At the staging cities, they can pass each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's like a pass, like
Yeah.
it splits off for a short period of time.
At the staging city, it splits into 2 tracks,
Okay.
and then comes back to 1. So train B comes into the staging city on track 2, while train A comes into it on track 1, and then B goes up to the head, and then
So if train A leaves Rio Pedresco at 50 miles per hour,
yeah, exactly. Where
I've been making those jokes in my head for like 3 weeks now. And I'm
look,
just-
I can only hold back for so long, and apparently it's not as long as Catherine can.
I didn't mean it that way. I meant thank you, someone, for finally saying it.
And we're about to go into caves. Sorry, I'm still preparing spells because let's see.
So suffice to say, the first train, or the earliest Mina could get there would be this evening.
Right.
Which
Which is what, day 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Koku's materials. Wait, when did the materials arrive?
In time to do work, presumably.
Typically, a train leaves the home city before noon. Okay, so yesterday's train left at noon and got there yesterday evening.
Right,
Which is
and then
the
stays
train
overnight.
And then heads back. Yeah, stays overnight. The next day, it rolls along, bringing supplies. So the train that you came on got in yesterday evening. No, the day before. Right, because you were there. You've been there for a full day now at this point.
The train that I rode to Agatsura on, the train that I got to the railhead on, came in yesterday.
Right, and that was the one that had materials for you to use yesterday.
Right. Well, no, that was the one that had the materials for us to use today. So that would have been the one. So technically we had to have spent the money yesterday before we left.
Yeah.
But Liz had the money to spend on that
Right.
from Agatsura, right? So that was the one that had the two material we came with that we're now using today.
Okay. Okay, got it. So, when the the train arrived with the materials for you for use today. So you're good to go on that front.
Yes, and I guess we order the materials in the morning.
Yes, because they have to.
They have to be on the train when it leaves at noon.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and order 2 more for tomorrow.
Okay, cool. I guess that was the thing that I was trying to resolve in my brain.
If you ever have 0 money, you're in a bad spot because now you have a whole day you can't work because you have to wait a day.
Yeah. Okay, so let's jump to. I mean, there's just most of the action here is with Jack and Elferi.
Yep.
So we'll jump back to them again.
Sounds good.
All right.
We wake up. There's goblins. We're dead.
Actually, that's a good idea. Like, give me a stealth roll for your campsite.
Sure.
Are there druid spells for this?
Weren't making like a cooking fire and stuff
there
like
is
that?
like a druid ability that I don't have anymore for this.
Nat 20.
All right.
Nice.
I was gonna just do it. I was
I
gonna
used
do
to do this a
survival.
lot in the jungle.
Like survival would work as well, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I got a 26.
Yeah. Jack, and Ilferi, they kind of work together. They find like a cliff that was like facing away from the mountain where the goblins are. It's kind of inset, so they can kind of tuck in out of sight, but can still, if they need to climb up to peak, they have a pretty good view of things. So when you guys wake in the morning, I'm assuming you guys had night shifts and everything, but there wasn't really any action.
Honestly, I think mostly the half works with us because they can see in the dark and we can't.
Yeah.
Not to like shove work off onto them, but they're best at it.
But pretty soon after first light, somebody does spot a patrol heading out. It looks about the same size as the one you saw yesterday.
Okay. Well, I guess we need to go find the leader and talk to them. That seems... Oh, sorry. I had a Skyseer vision I wanted to figure out as well. My divination. I want to ask... let's see. Last time I asked if there was a peaceful solution to this. This time I want to ask... I guess what's the best way to start a peaceful talk with the goblins? Does it involve like talking to a specific person or treating the disease a bit? Something like that.
You see a bag of Scipiano coffee.
Shit, that's too far.
Okay, that's a good question. You have it's a similar vision to the previous night. You see those two paths.
Mm-hmm.
But you're noticing on the path, the straightforward path that is set with corpses,
Mm-hmm.
which now include ants and other insects.
Even the stars forgot there were bugs.
You notice on that path as you travel along it with Jack and the orc, and on the twisting path that does not have bodies, it's just you and Jack.
Okay, that's good to know. I guess I'll turn to the soldiers, like, first thing in the morning. We're gonna have you stay here, and we'll call you in for backup if we need you. And I give them, or Jack, can you give them one of the sending stones? Or
Yep.
both, actually.
We
and then-
came all the way here. We don't even get to crush any goblin skulls.
Precisely why.
You might, but we want to try something else first. Also, like, don't goblins live with you guys too? Just these ones are bad?
Well, yeah, these ones are, different.
They look the same to me, but maybe we can make them
Wow.
better for bear.
Wow.
Anyways,
I mean, the goblins that live in Citadel don't, they're not all dirty like these ones and live in caves. play
maybe they don't have
bugs.
soap or houses. We'll work on it. Anyways, stay here. We'll give you some stones. We'll call you if we need your help. Sound good? There is
Is
definitely
this
a
thing
possibility.
on? There's like a feedback loop.
Yes.
Except for these are one-time use per day, so
Oh, are they?
yes.
Oh, okay.
So we'll contact you.
Don't
If
call
we-
us. We'll call you.
Yeah. I guess if you are immediately under attack and need our help, call us. Otherwise, we'll call you if we need help. Sound good? There's definitely a
alright.
possibility you're going to get to crush some skulls. Like, this might not work out.
Whatever, no skin off our bones, I suppose.
Okay. And then I have prepared spells. And those spells include Enhance Ability, Charm Person, Charm Monster, Lesser Restoration to cure diseases, and then a bunch of stuff. Oh, and Dark Vision because we're going to caves. And then a bunch of stuff to kill in case I need to do that.
It will kill.
It will kill.
Will it kill?
All right.
Actually, I'm going to unprepare Call Lightning and prepare a different spell. But that's the only thing I'm changing right
You
now.
can call lightning in a cave.
I said I'm unpreparing it.
Oh.
Yes, I can. The cloud will
does
just be at the
better.
top of the cave,
Yeah.
but it'd be too narrow. Instead, I'll prepare, I don't know, feign death? No. But-
Don't come be already yet.
Spike growth.
Cool.
You know, in case we get pursued.
That's reasonable.
Okay. I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay. This is the only way it could potentially work out peacefully. So let's give it a shot.
Let's fucking go. All right. Are you guys sneaking up to the caves?
I think we're approaching.
Yeah, I think they need to see us coming.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
We're letting them. We're
it'll
not
look
like making a big show of it, but we are letting them see us coming.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't want it to look like we're trying to ambush them.
All right. Fair enough. So you start just walking along the path up to the mountain.
Yep.
Okay. After walking for a few moments, you see, like the patrol that you'd seen earlier. Like the dust kind of builds up, and after a few moments, you can tell that they're rushing. And they get closer. They see you. And they like kind of slow down for a minute, and Elfera, you can probably see they look a little bit surprised / confused.
That's good. Confusion is better than like outright hostility. Oh, and I do this is just a reminder because I've had them the whole time. I do have my amulets of comprehension.
Okay.
I don't have them on, but I believe they're once a day, last for an hour. So if I need them, if for some reason the goblins don't speak a language we can speak, then I got something.
All right. Yep. So they come closer, and when they're close enough for you to hear, you hear them shout something in Goblin. Do you speak Goblin, either of you?
I speak Orc.
Aarakocra, Common, Druidic, Primordial. Which Aarakocra is probably actually a variant, but...
Sweater.
Do you speak our language?
I will say to them in Orc. Hail, friend, we come in peace.
And they start to lower their weapons.
There was a reason I left the half-orcs behind. That
no
was...
fucking shit.
Yeah. Okay, so we're speaking Primordial right now, right?
Yes.
That's like the common
That's
language.
the default, yeah.
Yeah. Common is not a thing?
It is, but I think they speak it in Chrysalier
Okay.
as like, a kind of primary.
It's a long shot, but I'll give it a shot. I'll speak Druidic and see if any of them understand. We're here to aid your tribe with an illness or speak to your leader.
Really go. Really go, yeah.
I don't know how this is racist, but I think it is.
Can I make an insight on that reaction?
Sure.
Okay, I was about to roll it in D&D Beyond, but that would cause problems.
Or does it?
The weird plate
Oh,
issue.
is that where it causes that? I don't know. It's I still see it happen on my screen. But...
Oh, I mean, it just happened because I accidentally rolled it in D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay. I thought that was when you roll it here.
No, if I roll it here,
Ooh.
28.
It sounded like maybe a name that he said, and he definitely had like a look of awe. Like he kind of recognized what you said but didn't understand it.
Okay. I try to repeat that name back to him and like point into the caves. As in like in a manner where I'm like, can you take me to him?
Sure. Give me a
Persuasion?
persuasion. I was thinking perform off the top of my head.
Okay. Oh, before I try to like convince him of anything, I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on myself.
Okay.
for charisma.
Sure.
Okay. Which I probably would have done like right as we started talking, but
Makes sense.
it shows that I'm a spellcaster to them as well. Hopefully that is beneficial. Okay, performance, I can do that as well. They are the same. With advantage now.
Huh?
Natural 20, 21.
Natural 20. They are like, Willigoo, and just like you hear that name again, Willigoo.
Willigoo.
And then you see them like gesturing, like,
All right.
I guess follow along.
all right.
Or, sorry, I wasn't looking at the camera. I'm assuming that was you
Yeah,
gave like
they're
a follow motion.
gesturing.
Okay.
So yeah, you follow them into one of the tunnels. There's some more guards. Once you get inside, it looks like there's like
Kill it.
another area where there's like a group a similar size and makeup as this one that's like off duty resting.
Enhanced ability specifically was the charisma one. It's called Eagle Splendor,
Ooh.
which is appropriate because I'm a bird.
But you go a little bit further.
Think awfully highly of
back.
yourself, don't you?
You should
Well, I'm a parrot, but
you
they're a
should
bird.
rename all of them after birds.
Okay, I can do that.
Oh yeah.
Eagle's splendor, crow's cunning.
Yeah.
Hawk's
Well, Owl's wisdom is
Hawk's
already a bird.
agility.
I need a strong bird.
Have you seen an ostrich?
Yeah.
Ostrich strength.
Yeah.
They will kick you in half.
I mean, remember, Australia lost a war to emus.
And emus are smaller ostriches.
And penguin's endurance.
Checks out.
I would have
All
gone
right.
with Arctic Tern, the bird that literally flies from the North Pole to the South Pole.
For fun.
No.
So
That would be great if researchers were like, we've determined that the Arctic Tern doesn't actually have to go anywhere and does this just because it fucking hates us.
So as you go through these caves, you pass a few like scattered guards here and there, and the ones leading you kind of seem to be explaining to them, and some go about their duties, others kind of fall in to like see what's gonna happen. It seems.
Mhm.
You get to a point where there's like a defensive like a choke point in these caves. They like have piled up some insect carapaces, and there's like a large retinue of maybe 30 goblins defending this point.
Oh boy.
And just past that, it kind of opens up into a bigger like living area. You see like some rough tents, some cook fires. There's like some like living quarters kind of built into the sides of like sides of caves kind of offshooting from here. And you see some like what look like rough totems of like bones and skulls kind of scattered about. And they continue to lead you to the center, where you see kind of a particular goblin who is like he's got like kind of some leathers and furs draped about him. He's got like a shield that's like got some bones rattling off of it. And he has a staff that looks like a spear that has a large ant's head skewered on the top of it.
Well, that's kind of cool, actually. I also have it. Well, I don't have a staff that looks like a spear. I just have a spear, but I won't bring it out. It's not very nature friendly.
The goblin who you were talking to earlier kind of like reverently bows his head and calls out, Willigoo,
What was the name
Yeah,
again?
such a way with
Millicue?
words.
Willigoo.
Willigoo. Okay.
Williguu, if it matters.
Got it.
He kind of tilts his head and then says to you in Druidic,
What have you come here from the Orc lands?
We came to negotiate peace, in a sense, and potentially help you with what the doctor has been helping you with. In exchange, we would like to bring the doctor back to his homeland.
What peace can there be with those that drove us from our lands?
That's something that we can figure out. Myself and my friend here are not from here and have no allegiances. We're just here to improve things as best we can in as many ways we can.
How did you know about the doctor?
Well, I could lie. I'm equally as good. I'm as good at lying as I am persuading as I am performing, so I'll just lie. I saw it in the stars and knew that he needed assistance to help your tribe.
give me a persuasion check.
You mean a deception check?
Or deception, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I have advantage on it.
I mean, you may be equally good at lying and persuasion, but the consequences.
The consequences are
failure.
totally worse. Yes. But I'm gonna do it because I don't want to give away the secret right away.
Yeah,
he
saying
finds out
he
I'm-
got a letter out might have worse consequences.
Right. 15.
He kind of nods sagely.
Ah, I have heard of your kind. We perform different rituals here, but the bones speak to me as you speak to the stars.
It is a tradition passed down through my... Fuck, what did I call them before? Flock. It's a very revered tradition among our people. As I'm sure your bone reading is to yours.
The doctor has cured us of the ailment that plagued us for so long. We did not think that it was possible to find respite from the what's it called? Dragon worm.
I mean, it was like a
dragon
red worm. It was like ringworm almost, or something like that.
Yeah, dragon worm. That's what it's called.
Mhm. Oh, that is great news. Why have you kept him since he's cured you? To make sure that it doesn't continue happening, I'm assuming? Oh, and all Jack hears is like leaf, tree, flower, rock. Sounds of nature.
When you babble, it just sounds like a brook.
Yeah.
He has been of good use to us. Why should we let him go?
Well, he has traded the disease that is his specialty. Might I ask what he is currently doing, or what you are currently doing with his services?
We keep him here for now, but he is free to wander the caves at his leisure.
Is there anything in particular you're like having him do in service to your clan? I hope that's the right word.
He seems to have an interest in our tribe. We help him with his questions.
That's very interesting. Let's see. If I can be bold, what is it that he did to treat your ailments?
He had a special ritual that he performed to lure the worm out and destroy it.
And has anyone else gotten the worm since treatment? Or since he's treated your clan? Also, if he corrects me and it's tribe instead of clan, like, I use the correct word.
He said the word tribe, so...
Oh, he said the word tribe? Okay, I missed it. So, I've been saying tribe instead of clan.
He has told us to not drink water that isn't clean, and has destroyed any cases that come, and this has worked for us.
I see. And where does your water come from? I'm assuming there's like a underwater or underground river or something?
It comes... Yes, it comes from the ground. Hot springs. Mostly.
If I were to ensure that your water became safe to drink, would you allow me to bring the doctor with me as repayment?
He has already taught us how to clean our water. First,
But-
we must boil it on the fire.
But he has not been able to clean the source of your water. Simply how to clean your water prior to, or before you use it, right?
But we know how to clean our water.
Guess that is a step in the right direction. Are there any other goblin tribes? We didn't come across any other goblin tribes on our way to
No.
here. Okay, let me look at the. Let's see. I'm trying to find the water source. The water source, Citadel Cavallo, they wouldn't get their water from like here, would they?
No, that would be salt.
Because that's ocean water.
Yeah.
But there's no like other water sources I can see. I can see like there's this river here, which comes from the mountain.
Mhm.
And I'm assuming we're like here. Or are we closer to here?
Which direction did you guys go?
We went 317 degrees, so we went southwest. No, wait, 317 degrees. No, we went. But we couldn't have gone. Hold on.
I don't know how compass settings work.
That's what I'm looking up as well. I said 316. That's northwest.
But also,
Oh, is this map upside down?
that's what I was just thinking. Like, compasses are... Like, if you look at the world map, like, this is technically the North Pole. Oh, why is it not clicking? Or pinging?
You long click.
Yeah, I wasn't on the right tool. Like, this is the North Pole.
Okay, so 316 would be like almost straight north, which doesn't make sense. Or sorry, I say straight north. I mean, like, it would be up. Or actually, it'd be like here. Because 0 starts at north, and then you take the degrees. So 317 is northwest.
Yeah.
So we would be going in, like, if we're here, we'd be going, like, this way.
Yeah. I was imagining it this
I was
way for
imagining
some
it
reason,
in the mountains over here.
But yeah, I think that makes more sense. It could just be that they didn't think that much about it.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's say for the sake of argument that it's like this kind of area.
Sorry, could you ping one more time?
Like yeah, this kind of area.
Okay. So, Citadel Cavallo, obviously they can't use ocean water, so their water source must be coming from this river here that I'm looking at. That's the closest, like, natural water source that isn't salt water that I can see to Citadel Cavallo. Unless their water comes from an underground reservoir that flows to Citadel Cavallo
Or
in
if
the opposite
there
direction.
or if there are smaller streams and rivers that aren't big enough to be on this map.
Yeah. Which would be going in this direction.
Yeah,
But that
'cause
would mean that
anything-
there's multiple sources of water coming from this mountain. Most
Yeah.
likely.
that's typically how mountains work. There are multiple sources coming down, and then they meet into a smaller number of rivers.
Mhm. So most likely we are at the source of water for Citadel Caballo, and obviously the goblins, they live here, so this is their source of water. I want to treat the water. Definitely. I can't just say, Citadel Caballo, you have to boil your water forever from now on. That's not good enough. When did this start happening? When did you start getting sick?
This has been a long time affliction of our tribe, since before we were removed from our home.
Since before you were removed from your home. So you might have brought it with you by accident. This is not an accusation, but the source of it may be somewhere else where you came from.
The water we drink before was also from hot springs.
Oh. Yeah. Also from hot springs. It's also from... Would you mind if I spoke to the doctor?
Yes, we will send for him.
Okay.
And he calls out something, and a couple of goblins scamper off.
Really quickly, I speak to in common. Are you able to understand us so that we can talk to you and the doctor at the same time? In Primordial.
Yes, this will do nicely.
Okay. The rest of your tribe don't speak this, so I didn't want to make assumptions.
But it is nice to know that another holy man is here with us.
I was expecting the rest of the goblins of the room to be like, of course we speak it, just not stupid Carl.
Fucking stupid Carl.
Why did they even let him go on patrol?
Look, it makes him feel better.
And his uncle is kind of important, so it's like it's a whole thing.
My uncle's the druid of the tribe. You have to let me go on patrol.
Look, he's harmless. He's just a dumbass.
After a few moments, the goblins return with a man in tow that
Does
you
he have a face?
recognize.
Oh my god, it's him.
And we'll end here.
How do you keep getting yourself in trouble?
Again!
Maybe it's because he keeps lying about his name.
Yeah. Also, his nationality, he's not Rasuri.
No.
Did he say he was Rasuri?
I believe so. Let me check that note again.
Hostage letter.
Is that a handout? Hostage letter?
Yeah, handout number 6.
Oh, no. Well, he says visitor from Rasur, which makes you think that he is from Rasur and visiting here, not visitor to Rasur, who is also visiting another country.
Also explains why that name is so obviously fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did he go by?
Elias Malapropism.
Yeah, yeah.
I look at Wolfgang, I'm like, what the hell, dude?
When Carter pointed out what the name meant, I thought you guys might get it at that point.
To be fair, there is also a character whose actual name is like Rebel or something. Well,
we also have a character whose name is literally like cow.
Yeah.
Bracken of Heffanita?
Yeah.
Heffanita!
Of Cowland, sorry.
Cowland.
Yeah, he's just from Cowland. His name isn't Cowland.
Part of the title, that's part of the name.
Cowman from Cowland. What's so weird about that?
How is Bracken mean Cowman?
No, he is a cowman.
From Cowland.
All right, everybody. Hope you had a good time.
Cowman from
It's a good sesh.
Cowland.
I hope everyone felt like I know there's just less to do for some of you, but
Totally fine. I'm just building up that rage to use my vendetta bullet to shoot her between the eyes.
just
I'm having a
like
good time.
deepening the carving on the bullets.
Yeah, like every single time I'm sitting on a freaking train trying to get back somewhere, we're just gonna dig this a little deeper and put a little more anger into it.
Mhm.
Ooh, and this time away from the Citadel Cavallo, we'll let her get comfortable with her plant and not expect it to be a spy for a couple days. And then I'll make it a spy.
All right,
It was
everybody.
Vigilante. Kenna Vigilante is an actual name in this chapter.
Yeah. So, like, a guy named
Who
Malapropism,
was named Vigilante?
Kenna Vigilante. She's one
it's
of
the
the
or the dragon.
yeah,
whatever.
Minister of Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Like, we've got a lot of names here that
There's
are.
also someone just named Munchausen, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, Munchausen is at least a name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where
But it does
Munchausen
have very
comes from.
specific
Oh, okay,
connotations.
okay.
Yeah, it's named after the doctor who discovered
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Good to be back on a semi-regular basis.
Yeah, I'm canceling next week. Sorry. I gotta go sell barbecue for the weekend.
As
Sounds lovely.
recompense, James is going to personally bring barbecue to every person who is tuned in next week.
Yeah, so
Tell
leave
your
a
friends.
comment on this video
Mhm.
if you want barbecue next week.
You can tell me
For
if
the
you
weekend.
want brisket, pulled pork, chicken, or ribs.
No or. And.
No, you get one.
And.
And
This isn't a
And
sampler
not
plate.
or.
what's the line from What About Time? Like, and makes the or.
Just remembering you've had an and when you're back to or makes the or mean more than it did before.
Yes.
Into the woods.
Okay.
It's a
All right.
song.
When you have an affair and you go back to your husband, you're like, but I really love you.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Night.